Hello, beautiful soul family. It is Hannah Love. I am your psychic medium, mindset and manifestation coach, and theta healing practitioner. And I'm here to anchor in the new earth and help light workers, coaches, and just people in general like you watching this video become as rich and abundant as fuck mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and on all areas and in levels of their life so that they are able to create their own heaven on earth, so we can anchor in the new heaven on earth and bridge the gap between our God selves and human selves. Alright, and today I wanted to talk about how to reprogram the subconscious mind and what the subconscious mind does for us. So, our subconscious mind is what creates our reality. Well, it plays a huge part in what manifests our reality and what helps us to manifest our reality. So the subconscious is like a computer database. And in this hard drive where it stores all of our memories, all of our beliefs, everything that we've ever experienced in our life, and it programs and saves all of the beliefs that we've ever created from all of the memories and emotions we've ever experienced within this hard drive. And our subconscious mind is like the hard drive. Our brain is like the computer, and our subconscious is like the hard drive that stores all of the memories. And so the subconscious controls 96% of what we feel, what we think, how we speak, how we act. The way I'm wiggling my hands right now, it controls pretty much almost everything in our entire reality and how we feel, act, think, and so forth. So if we're able to clear out programs or beliefs, traumas, and emotions that are hindering us from creating the life that we love, because our beliefs and our programs, the files in our database, is what is creating and projecting out into the universe, then we are able to create a life that we love if we know how to access this database, these files, and clear them out of our brain, and then reprogram them, install new beliefs, new emotions, so we can start to project a reality that we love. There is a law called law of correspondence, and the law of correspondence states that whatever you're feeling on the inside, whatever you're choosing to believe, all of the experiences that you've had that created different beliefs and emotions that you have attached to them is projected out into our reality. It is also science. In other words, it is what the subconscious mind does. It has the reticular activating system, which whatever you are choosing to believe and feel on the inside is what is going to project in your outer reality, because the subconscious can only filter your world, and literally only filters your world to what you are choosing to believe. So if you grew up in a family, and let's say you witnessed your parents working really hard to make money. So your parents would always say, you have to work hard. If you work hard, you'll be happy and you'll be able to, be financially secure. But even though they were saying that, you saw maybe your family stressed out. They were always anxious about their bills, being able to pay their bills on time, or just being able to enjoy themselves and spend their money. However, or maybe they would spend all of their money, or because they didn't understand it, how to use their money. Maybe they were constantly in debt, or maybe they were penny pinchers. And so you grew up believing that you had to work really hard to make a living, to make money, to be financially secure, but you saw, your family stressed out. You saw your family constantly worrying about money. So you witnessing that, and because your family, you grew up together, your family's DNA is embedded and connected to your DNA. So the belief that you were witnessing and the emotions that you were witnessing weren't just created on a subconscious level, not just within your mind, but on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, and even on our history level. It was within our DNA, within our cells, because your family is also connected to you and to who you are. So if we are able to understand, okay, where do these beliefs come from? Where did they stem from? And whose beliefs am I taking on? When you are able to be aware of what the belief is and when it was first created, and if it was either your father's or your mother's, because everybody mimics their parents' beliefs in some way, because they're our parents, they raised us. You were birthed and grew inside of your mother's belly, so you're going to take on, those genetics on a history level, on a core level, and on a soul level. And even if you were adopted, you were sharing space with your parents for so long and you just witnessing what they were going through and their own beliefs energetically were transferred to you, and even can be genetically. Those beliefs could have been genetically embedded within you and your DNA because you were surrounded by it so much. So in order to pull a program and reprogram our minds, we have to get to the root cause of the belief and the emotional attachments to it, because the emotional charge is what keeps us latched on to the belief also. So you have to understand when it was first created, because it's like a tree. If you're trying to completely remove a tree from the ground and you only cut it from the middle of the trunk, it's still going to be able to grow. It's still going to be there. Same thing with the files or the programs, the beliefs within your mind. You have to pull it from the root of when it first was created. So if you saw your parents, for example, like I was saying in the start, if you saw your family working really hard and they always told you have to work really hard to make money, well, wouldn't you rather, if you're the creator of your own reality, wouldn't you rather make money in the easiest way possible and in a way that feels comfortable and good for you so you can enjoy your life? You don't want to exhaust yourself. You want to work smarter, not harder, right? So you can enjoy life and not make it hard for yourself. So you have to get to the root of when that was created. Maybe you first heard that when you were 2 years old. Maybe you first heard that when you were a baby in the womb. And a lot of you are thinking, well, how the hell am I supposed to remember that? We actually can remember just by simply closing your eyes and asking yourself, when was the first time that this belief was created? If you simply close your eyes and you ask yourself, how old were you? You will get a number that pops up in your head. That will be the first time that the belief was created, because that was the first number that popped up in your head. And this takes time, because you have to learn how to trust yourself. If you struggle trusting with yourself, you just have to keep practicing it and trust that the number that you receive and the experience that you had that caused you to have that program within your mind, you just have to trust that is what happened, because we're raised in a society that tells us to not trust ourselves, to look for trust outside of ourselves instead of within. But so you can simply close your eyes, ask yourself, how old was I when I first created this belief, and whose belief was it? And it's either gonna say your mom or your father, and maybe it was both. So you can write that down. You can get a notepad and write this information down so you are aware of it and you know where the program was from. You can even ask yourself, what had happened? What would my parents say all the time? And then now that you know where the program was first created and that you understand what the program is, you can rewrite a new belief for yourself. So instead of telling yourself you have to work really hard all the time, you can say, I work in a business or in a career that I love with ease and grace. Or you could say, the less I work, the more money that I make. Or money flows to me in avalanches in the easiest way possible. You can rewrite the program. So you have to first acknowledge what the program is in order to reprogram it. And then you have to decide, okay, what do I want the new program to be? Remember, your brain is like a computer system. And we're clearing out all the files like the viruses. The limited beliefs are like the viruses within your brain, within your mind. So you're going to decide, okay, which new program do I want? Which new computer program do I want to clean out this virus? And just embed it. A new belief that is empowering, that makes me feel good, so I can start to project a new reality that I actually enjoy and that makes life easy for myself. Because a lot of people think that they have to learn the hard way, or that, a lot of people struggle with forgiving themselves and being able to move on. But the more that you practice, like saying, I deserve to make my life easy for myself, life can be easy, I'm the creator of my own reality, the more that you affirm positive beliefs and empowering beliefs, that is what your reality is going to manifest into. Trust me, I've been through a lot too. If you're watching this and you've been through a lot and you're like, oh, well, I'm stuck where I am. I've had a father that was abusive, a stepmother that was abusive. I was in Vegas during the mass shooting. I've been in a lot of destructive relationships. I've struggled with addiction. So I had so many years of reprogramming that I had to do, and I had a lot of lack of self-worth. But when you start to rewrite the programs and tell yourself a different story and reprogram them with new beliefs, you can literally become the individual that you always wanted to be, that you always were. You're just awakening the parts of yourselves that is the light. And so what you can do every day is create a morning routine, because the second you wake up, you are in theta state. And when you're in theta, it's a brain wave where your mind, your subconscious is most suggestible. That's why it's very important to have a morning routine and to be mindful of what you're thinking right when you wake up. So if you're waking up and you're having all these negative self-talks and just doubting yourself, you're in fear, those are the beliefs that you're going to want to rewire, because they're coming up for a reason, for you to clear them out so you can start to reprogram new beliefs within your mind. So what you can do is start a morning routine where you are figuring out what the beliefs are, and if beliefs come up in the morning, you're going to write those down and write a new story. Figure out where they're coming from. What is the number that came up? Whose belief is this? Maybe it's even your belief, so you can just rewrite it. And then you can practice affirmations. This is what I do all the time. I'm listening to subliminal wealth frequencies right now on YouTube. You can wake up and just play that on YouTube. You can listen to affirmations on YouTube. Surround yourself with positive affirmations. What I do is I have little note cards all over my room and even my bathroom with positive affirmations, so my subconscious registers that as, oh, I am wealthy, oh, I'm healthy, oh, I'm successful, because I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm embedding it, these new programs within my mind, because it's so important, like what we are who we're surrounding ourselves with, what information we're feeding ourselves, because that is all getting embedded in your subconscious. So if you're surrounding yourself with positive affirmations, you're listening to subliminal messaging with positive affirmations, that is getting embedded into your subconscious mind, and is only going to manifest more positivity, more success, more wealth, more happiness, more joy into your life. So you can also be very mindful of the music that you listen to. Music is so freaking powerful. So if we're listening to music that's like 432 hertz, which is the frequency of the earth, or 528 hertz, it's like the frequency of love, you can look up these frequencies on YouTube, and it'll help you get into that vibration of whichever vibration that you want to be in. Maybe you want to be in love, maybe you want to be in joy every day. And it's important to have consistency, Because if you're waking up and you're only like, and you have these negative thoughts flooding into your mind and you're not acknowledging them, those are going to project into your reality all day. So what we do in the morning is how our reality is going to play out for the rest of the day. So it's really important to practice consistency. It's like working out. If you don't work out consistently, or if you work out for maybe a month and you stop working out for 3 months, well, you're most likely not gonna, have abs or whatever your goals were going to be. You're not gonna lose weight or whatever it is that you were trying to achieve. So it's like working out. You have to practice working out and exercising those muscles. Your mindset muscles, your mind is literally creating your reality. So practicing a morning routine, surrounding yourself with positive people. If you have friends who are complainers, who are constantly negative, they're going to drain your fucking energy, and it's going to be embedded in your subconscious mind. So if you have people who are always talking about, oh, I'm broke, oh, it's so hard to make money, or gossiping, people are constantly gossiping about other people, like that is going to manifest into your reality, because how you feel on the inside is going to project on the outside. And if you're surrounding yourself with negative people, people who don't treat you right, people who are always competing with you and think they're more superior than you, then that's just going to play out in your business, in your relationships, in your bank account, every area of your life. So that's why our mindset is so freaking important. It is literally 90% of our reality that is manifested is because of our thoughts and what we're thinking the majority of the time, and the rest is taking action and our emotions. So also, when you could also do EFT tapping. I do EFT tapping every single day. That's how I went from like living paycheck to paycheck, always being broke or perceivably broke, when I used to tell myself that, when essentially we're all abundant. But at the time I had that mindset of I was broke all the time, from going from creating a business and then having absolutely no clients to being able to manifest in clients who pay me 20 grand for a coaching program. And I did this in a matter of only 7 months because of my consistency, because I worked on my mindset, because I invested in mentors and coaches, and now I'm a coach and I'm able to help people combine the mindset and the action and the strategy, because I'm helping individuals understand who they are and how to operate from the creator, from their higher selves, so they can manifest a reality that they love. So EFT tapping is something that you can also do that will instantly reprogram the mind. It is where you tap on certain meridian points of the body, and it'll actually reprogram the thoughts for you, because when you're tapping on these certain points in your body, it is basically removing the beliefs as you're venting to yourself. You're stating like the negative limited beliefs that you once had, and the emotions tied to it, because this is what gets rid of the emotional charge. Remember I was saying at the beginning of the video, the emotional attachments we have to the beliefs is also like the driving force of how we manifest things into reality. It's really important to understand what emotions that we feel with the beliefs, so we can remove the emotional charge and then remove the program. So that's what EFT tapping does. It's called emotional freedom technique. So it frees the emotions and the beliefs, and then after you state how you're feeling, what the old belief is, the limited belief, you install it with an empowering belief. And I do it every day. I'm telling you, that's how I've been so successful with my business in such a short amount of time, because I evaluated my belief systems. I did a lot of healing work. I'm a ThetaHealing Practitioner. Remember I was telling you what the theta brainwave state is. So basically, theta healing is how you can instantly and immediately clear out any programs and heal your subconscious mind and heal your beliefs. And that is the fastest way. If you so you can always book a session with me for theta healing, or obviously you can do EFT tapping. I personally find theta to be the best, just because it is instant. Sometimes with EFT tapping you have to keep tapping it on it all the time. With Theta Healing, it's just instant because it's the creator that's doing the healing, and then I'm getting to the root of the subconscious beliefs that are blocking you from creating abundance, creating joy and freedom and happiness. So that is all I'm sharing today for reprogramming the subconscious mind. I love you all so freaking much. If you want to have a Theta Healing session or psychic readings, you can click on the links below. I also have a couple openings left in my Heaven on Earth coaching program. I help light workers become rich as fuck, and so they can contribute to the ascension of this planet, because the more abundant we are, the more abundant that we help humanity become and live through that abundance and create more freedom. I also help you sell out your coaching programs or your services for high ticketed prices. I mean, I went from selling, like, again, no clients to doubling, to selling programs to 4,000, 8,000, and even 20,000 and up. So if you are interested in having consistency and income, working less, being more free, making more money, becoming wealthy as fuck, unapologetically, and helping the ascension of this planet to create this new heaven on earth so you can live your soul purpose, then you can also click the link below to my website. I also created the free Rich Babe formula that you can check out. It is how I went from 0 to 20K clients. I love you all so much. Peace and blessings to you.